She said they're finding it. Just start off slow and let them come in. So maybe we can just kind of talk about a couple of stories.
All right, we're live. This is the way it is tonight, guys.
You gotta let me in.
So, nobody here, of course.
It's okay.
Nobody knows to be here. So what a disaster.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. All right, they're back.
Hey, life happens.
Yeah, happens to me a lot lately.
Yeah.
While we're waiting, get back here. This is what live looks like on the phone. But while we're waiting, you've got a few stories, and I just got back from Mexico, and I'm gonna tell you right now: do not ever eat
Sushi.
Eat sushi in Mexico. I was sick as a dog. It was bad, bad, bad. And I'm still not recovered all the way. But nevertheless, I'm glad you're here. But take that to heart. Don't eat sushi in Cancun, okay?
Yep. And I'm very, very thankful he's home and safe and everything turned out well. But, you guys, so we have a couple things tonight while everybody's jumping on. So we want to tell a personal bank story that we went through today, which was very kind of eye-opening. I'm curious to know your thoughts on it. And then I have two possibly good news. We have some silver updates and just kind of different things that's been going on. And anyway, so let's talk about...
I want to talk about the bank first. The bank that's a big one for me.
Well, it's just kind of eye-opening that they actually... Well, let's just talk about what happened. So every once in a while, we do wire transfers. And so this is from our personal account. This is anything new. They've done a wire transfer for us before from the same place. Yeah. And I just say, hey, it's for funds. Yeah.
Because this is the bank that we went to when I first decided to do my first rental property.
Yep.
I got all my ducks in order. I was like, okay, we know what to do. We got everything ready. We went to the bank, and this lady turned us down like that. Yep. And I looked at her, and I wasn't there the first time. I went back.
I was there by myself.
If that's kind of devastating, but it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me, because I went back to the bank and I was like, look, if you're not into loaning money, I understand, but if you don't loan money to me, that means you're not into loaning money. We both had perfect credit. We had plenty of money to go down. It was very unusual why somebody would do that.
Well,
okay? This is the same person that's telling us now.
Well, she kind of got into our business a little bit. Yeah. But anyway.
I just want to set the stage.
She did. So, and I'm not sure how to deal with this yet. I'm interested to see what you guys think. But she did. But not only that, but she didn't even give us a chance. She told us, sorry, you guys are self-employed. I can't approve you. And we were both self-employed when we went to do. And the next 2 or 3 banks, they were like, buy anything you want. We bought 6 houses in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean.
So anyway,
that's why I always say the banks work for you. You need to walk in there and just remember that they do you. Interview them. They're there to help you. You're there to help them make money off of you.
Oh, you do. They do make money off of you.
A lot of people think they go to the bank and go, hey, Mr. Banker, and they dress all nice to try to get these loans. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do that. You just need a good credit score and have money in the bank. You can get any loan you want.
Well, that's another story.
Yeah,
but
pay
anyway,
the interest rate and all that.
So today I get a phone call because I did a wire transfer, and I called and I said, hey, I needed a wire transfer done. Not a problem. Send it on. Same place that we've sent it to before. And go ahead.
No, I just want to say, I'm sorry, guys. We can't really read the comments very good because the phone's so far away.
Yeah, but we'll go back and hopefully read them and try to answer any questions. So I'm on the phone with you guys selling precious metals, gold and silver, and the bank manager of this particular bank, and I have her cell phone number or her number programmed in. She keeps blowing my phone up, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I know there's nothing wrong with the wire. I've already approved it. The lady's already approved it in the wire department. So finally I get off the phone. She's called me like 3 times at this point, left a voicemail. I call her back. I'm like, what's going on? She goes, well, I just don't understand. She goes, why are you using this particular brokerage that you're sending this wire transfer to? And I'm like, why does it matter? That's our own personal choice. For one, it shouldn't matter to you who I want to use. And she goes, well, do you get a certain discount? I mean, like, what's going on? And I'm like, why are you asking me this? I'm like, and then this is where she kind of made me just a little bit aggravated. And I don't know what to do, if I'm going to move funds or what I'm going to do yet. She says, so based on where you're getting this money from, she went back and looked into our checking account and saw that we had a transfer from another company, put some money in, that we had taken it out, that we were doing some investing. She said, who is this company? Like, what are you guys doing? And I said, excuse me?
It's blowing my mind.
At this point, I'm going, what in the world are you talking about? I finally just stopped her and I said, excuse me, at this point, is this professional or is this just straight out curiosity from you? And she was honest and she said, no, it's just curiosity. I said, what's none of your business? But the fact...
No, what else she asked for?
Oh, she asked...
Is there something I need to be investing in?
Oh, yeah. She says, is this something I need to be investing in?
By going back and looking at
yes.
our books.
Yes, our checking account.
I mean, how unprofessional can that get?
Yep.
And this is the same lady that wanted me to fail in the beginning.
Yep.
That is wild. So, this really brings home, have multiple banks. They work for you. And don't put up with this kind of crap.
No, and I finally said, is this professional or just plain curiosity? And she finally admitted. She goes, no, I'm just sorry, it's curiosity. And I said, well, I'm sorry. I'm not answering that. That's none of your business. And I just kind of let her go. And I said, just please do the wire transfer and move on. But she proved to me, because she gave me numbers and she gave me names. So that means she proved to me that she went back into our checking account to see what we were doing
crazy.
with our finances. And then called me and wanted to know what we were doing with our finances.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's kind of a...
I'll tell you what we're not going to do with them. We're not going to leave them in this bank.
No, I will probably be transferring funds. But anyway, so that's what happened to us today, you guys. So if you guys have any stories about banks...
Yeah, that was today. That happened to us. That's not hearsay.
No, I walked outside and I was like, Chris was in the shop. I'm like, oh my goodness, I said, you're not going to believe what just happened. I was shocked. But anyway, maybe some good news. Two good news, possibly.
Good news, sure.
And then we'll go on a little bit further. So one is, if you guys have heard about that they have tried to do ESG when it comes to people's retirements. Trump banned it. He said nope. He wanted it to be based on financial only. And that's been on the books now for a while. Well, they just tried to reverse it. But they knocked it down today. That's today. The Republicans voted 50-46. Because they said they want to say that climate change, other environmental, social, and government issues can affect their investment decisions when it comes to these retirement plans. So basically, they want to say anything that is retirement has to be based on ESG. And Trump was like, no, completely against it. He said, I'm not saying I'm a fan of Trump, not saying that. I'm just saying that was his, and I think that's the way it should be. It should be a financial decision only.
You're not a fan of Trump?
I have mixed feelings about Trump. But I do believe he's a patriot, and I do believe he loves America, and that I'll
he's
give
a
him.
businessman.
And he's an extreme
knows
businessman.
how to run a business in a
he does,
country
but
like
he can
this
be a
is.
little bit arrogant.
Oh yeah, well that has nothing to do with it really.
True. All right.
I'm not saying he's the man on the white horse or anything.
Yeah.
But you know.
But anyway, so they voted that down today, which I'm so excited because they were wanting to completely reverse it. Now they said, can Biden veto it and reverse it? We'll see what happens. But anyway, I thought that was some good news.
Yeah. That is some good news.
Yeah.
MNJ, could you please send Stacey that text you sent me earlier about the lady that traded in her car and the car dealer didn't pay it off and it ruined her credit? I got to read that story. That is interesting, and MNJ actually knows this person. So
send it to us.
I'm using mine to.
Yeah, we're having to use his phone. All right, and then I've got another one. So I talked to another guy today. He's in the auto industry. And we've been talking about this for a little while, how seems like from everything that I can tell, and you tell me what you think, it seems like the auto industry is going to get hit first. And then it's going to trickle down credit cards, housing. It seems to be. If I'm wrong, what do you think?
It's starting to happen.
Well, that's what I was talking to an auto guy today. And he said if projects aren't in the works, engineers, software people, all being laid off.
What was his position?
Well, he didn't want me to tell what he was.
You can tell his. You don't have to tell her what.
He just went to the auto industry, and he said every week he said someone else cleans out their cubicle.
Was he changing the oil, or was he actually working?
No, engineers and software and stuff like that. So he said every week he said someone else is cleaning out their cubicle, and I wonder if you guys are seeing this, like, because I'm hearing this from different people that are calling in.
Well, it makes sense because cars are what most people spend the most on.
Well, they did.
You know, that would seem right to be the first thing to start that people are probably getting behind on their credit card debt, and they want to keep their car a little more than they want to pay off that credit card debt. So I don't know. I would think credit cards would be right there too.
Well, when I started noticing people were starting to pay their car loans with their credit cards, that's when I've noticed a few people that have done that lately, unfortunately. And you know who you are, but I hate it for you. And also, there was also said card debt is piling up as more Americans own thousands more than the vehicles are worth. And we've talked about this, you guys, before. When you pull off that parking lot for that brand new vehicle, you lose a ton. And we've talked about this.
Yeah,
and we've done it.
10-year anniversary present I lost. But I knew it. I knew it was going to.
We did.
That was the deal.
He fulfilled his promise.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I bought her a brand new car at a 10-year anniversary if she could fit into her wedding dress.
That was
a
6 years
brilliant
ago.
idea. Because I figured she'd need a new car at the same time, and I wasn't as financially savvy then, I guess. No, we didn't really buy new cars then either.
No, we didn't. No.
No, we didn't. That was the only one we've ever bought, actually.
Yes, that is.
And she did fit into her wedding dress, so she got a new car, and she did me a favor and us a favor, and she bought a Ford Edge, a nice SUV that's really held together so far. So far it's been really good. She could have got anything she wanted to, up to a certain point. But that's where the story came from.
Yeah, but you lose a lot of money, and people don't realize that when you buy a brand new vehicle, how much money you lose just going right off the thing. All right, we got another one real quick. So let's talk about mortgages for just a second. So I was talking the other day about, hey, Biden is rolling out this new plan that if you are struggling financially, he's going to knock all these costs off in the beginning, which is great for people that are struggling. He's also going to knock closing costs, all these different things. And also, they're knocking the annual mortgage insurance down, which Steve, thank you very much he's from, let's see, I forget what bank he's from now. He just switched from me. But Steve Fair, I work with him a lot from different lenders, from loans or whatever, but they're knocking it down. So when you get a loan, you have to pay insurance on that loan, because if you stop paying that loan, then they're guaranteed, the lender is, to at least get some money back. And so you guys keep that in mind also whenever you're negotiating. If you get into a bind, that you do have that annual insurance that you pay. So right now, if just to say a sales price is $200,000 and you do a down payment of say 3.5, it used to be $136 per month. Now it's only $88. So that's actually going to help a lot of new home buyers. The bad news is apparently, go ahead.
That's 200,000.
That's 200,000. So for 200,000, if you go 300,000, it was 205 originally. Now it's 132. So you got a monthly savings of $72, and that adds up. So that's going to help them reducing this annual mortgage insurance.
Yeah, wow, that's good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good thing. But
I wonder what the reasoning is.
They're just reducing it. I don't know. But here's the flip side. So the people
cutting a break. Wonder why.
Well, the people that have good apparently credit scores are going to have to pay higher, from what I understand, interest rates and different.
That was a crazy story we did on that.
Yeah.
If you have a good interest rate, a good credit rating, and you've done all the right things, you're going to pay more.
That's what the Biden's rolling out. That's what their administration is rolling out based on this new thing to try to help lower income families, which I understand helping lower income families. I get it. But when you make other people pay, I just don't see.
Well, I don't understand everybody like me that pays their own health care, me and her both, to afford to be responsible for other people that don't care about their health. You know what I'm saying? If you've got all these comorbidities and you're doing all the things you're not supposed to, I don't think we should pay for their health care. Sorry.
He goes down that rabbit hole.
No, it's true.
And you do have a point. You do. But every once in a while there will be exceptions to the rule.
You're talking about taking care of the poor, and I'm all for that.
No, but there are exceptions to the rule sometimes, just like the lady that I was telling you about the other day. And there's a few people, just so you know, I want to give a shout out to. There's Miss Deborah, a few other people that I talked to. She just lost a really, really good friend. You guys, you just called me today just to tell me about it. And you just wanted me to say, just to think about you. And there's a lot of people out there that didn't anticipate stuff like that. And it does come up in bills. So, but overall speaking, I know what you're saying.
Okay. I'm not going to get into it too much.
All right, read this thing from me.
All right, check this out. This is from, I'm not sure. M&J said she knew her personally. When you trade in a vehicle for a newer one, at the dealership, No, and the dealership doesn't file all their paperwork or pay off your trade in causing delinquency on your credit. And then they finally have their bleep together. Your approval expires and can't get reapproved, so you have to give your new car back and pay 2 delinquent payments at once to catch up. So they took the lady's car. They didn't pay the note.
They didn't pay
She
it
didn't
off.
get the car, and she had to come back and get her car and then pay the delinquency. This is wild.
That's bad.
Somebody didn't fill out the right paperwork. That's craziness.
Can I say something on that real quick?
Yeah.
I know it's a pain in the butt, but the biggest thing I've watched when people call me and we talk about different things, if you do not follow up on the little nitty-pitty, gritty paperwork details, it will bite you in the rear end.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And I constantly am having a follow-up, he and I, where I am like daily. He's like, another one? I'm like, yep, with all the businesses, all those different things.
Too,
it will. But if you do not do that, well, it cost us couple $1,000 that tax guy one time.
Yeah, $30,000 in taxes.
It did.
Yeah, something was just a little bit wrong.
I knew it was.
And then the guy wouldn't answer the phone. We kept getting IRS letters in the mail. And we're like, oh, this it'll go away. He kept telling us it'll go away. And then he went away, wouldn't answer his phone. And then he died and just stuck us with it.
Yeah, he did. We had
Cost us $30,000. Yeah, that's the truth.
We had to clean that mess up. So I learned the hard way. Pay attention to details when it comes to paperwork. I am a detailed person now on that. I'm like, dot your I's and cross your T's. But anyway, all right. Well, I think let's see what else I got. Oh, silver. Let's see what's going on with silver. You guys, it's still been kind of hanging low. Still got some specials. $340 over for my maples, my silver maples. $265. Still the buffaloes. We're still hovering around $21. 18 at the was it 60? Well, when I walked out, I have to forget now.
To the door?
Huh?
To the door?
Yeah.
Or is that with shipping?
Well, I mean, it's like plus. So it'd be 21, like 12 plus the 365, and then, then your shipping or whatever.
That's still pretty, because shipping's only $15.
If you do $500 or less of silver, it is a $15 flat rate shipping, UPS, insured. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. But that's kind of what's going on with silver. I just kind of want to give you a silver update. We're still doing good with our premiums. We're still holding low with spot. Still have great inventory. And I don't know. Let's see what else we've got going on. I don't know. What do you guys got going on?
Yeah,
I wish I could read. Spot versus melt. What does that mean? Okay. Real quick, I'm going to make this really simple and see if I can answer it, because this is the best way I know how to explain it. Spot.
Let you do this because you deal with it all day.
Spot is that raw piece of silver that comes out of the ground. It is set by the COMEX. It's the Commodity Exchange. It's one in London. It's one in the United States. It trades 23 hours a day. It shuts off from like 4 to 5 Central Time. And then on the weekends, it shuts off. The premium is what everybody that touches that piece of silver after that, or gold, that's who gets paid. They melt it down. They put their stamp on it. It's the mints. They pass it on to the brokers. And then the brokers get paid, the finance guy gets paid, I get paid, the shipping department gets paid. So, for example, like if you buy a Buffalo, $2.65, that pays everybody that's touched that piece of silver.
Yeah, that fee is how it leaves the mint.
Yep.
That's what you pay for it to get, out and do all it has to
and
do.
get to your
Everybody
goal.
that touches it has to get paid.
Yep.
That's kind of how it works.
Yep. So that's pretty much that's the
That's
best
why you always
way to do it.
Because some people touch it better. They touch it less and they touch it faster and they sell by volume. That's why it's important to get a couple extra bids. I think. I mean, we usually have a really really competitive price with great service, but you should always go somewhere else first. You should always get another bid. I'm serious.
Agree.
It's just I call people all the time. We talk about gold and silver. They call me wanting to promote their product and all this stuff, and their premiums are too high. It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
One guy was $1,000 more than you the other day on a monster box.
It was 2 or 3
I
of them.
almost fell out of my chair.
No, absolutely.
That's after I beat it out of him, and he didn't want to tell me what the price was.
Nope, that's absolutely the case. And just so you know, I have a few of you guys, I still have some orders to make. So as soon as this video is over, I will be back on the computer. And I don't mind. Get on the computer with me.
Yeah, we
and
need
look.
SD bullion all the time, Steve. That's cool. Thanks, Stacey. You can call that number. It'll be in the description. I read minimum wage is about to make a big jump. Does that mean the printers are about to go burr and precious metals should rise? On the charts, gold looks very bullish. Bought so much silver.
I don't know. Walmart just said they're raising their minimum, so I don't know.
Okay, so raising the minimum wage is going to make prices go up. It's going to make it's part of inflation. Hey, things are costing more. Things got to go up. So minimum wage goes up. Well, where does it come from? It comes from everywhere else. The goods you're buying, they have to raise it up. The store's not going to pay it. So eventually, when the interest rates get so high and they crush the economy down and everything kind of starts to peter out and we start begging for a stimulus and we can't make it anymore, that's when the printers go burr. And what I figure will happen is they'll come out with some BS on the CPI. They'll come out and say, oh, well, we've done our job, everybody. It's good. Inflation's down. Can you believe it? And then they'll make up their own rules and turn the money printer on again. And that's when we get to probably see gold and silver go nutty, I would think. But, we'll see. But that's, in my mind, that's kind of the way it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Someone just asked about what do we think about a good, and I get asked this every single day. What is a good gold to silver ratio to own? What do you think? So we always say, if you look at the wealthy, they own about 10% of their net worth in precious metals. But if you were to say within that 10%, and I get asked this all the time, how do you diversify? Do you do more gold? Do you do more silver? Do you throw platinum in?
Okay, so gold is money, and silver is more of a speculation. It's still money, but gold's how you store wealth, and silver is how you would take advantage of something that's out of whack, So silver gets way down here, and gold goes up. It happens every so often. And then all of a sudden, gold will go up like this, and silver will be like a little dog and go, yip, and it'll run up on its leash. And a lot of people would switch over to gold and silver, somewhere along in there. There's a lot of people saying there's just not quite enough silver, and silver's going to actually go past, going to kind of do a slingshot past gold. That would be the first time in history. It's just hard to imagine that. But what I saw in the crypto space could very well happen to silver. So that's why me personally, am buying more silver than gold. I do like having gold. It's nice, but I'm heavier in silver because I'm going to play the ratio. Because silver, when gold moves a little bit, silver's not far behind. And it's out of whack. What is the ratio right now?
Oh, man, Chris, you would ask me that, and I didn't even do the numbers before we walked out. I will tell you this. I got a question to ask you guys, because I'm curious. Because Chris and I, we go back and forth on this all the time. How many of you guys own crypto? I'd like to know this. How many of you guys that are watching us actually own crypto?
Show me spot.
A spot, I don't have spot right now. It's about $18.60 for gold, if that's what you're thinking.
And what's the spot for silver?
It's about 21.
So I own
crypto, got crypto. Nope. Miss Catherine Cage. Yep. Nope. I own crypto. So I'm curious to know, the ratio of how many of you guys know
Before we jump
crypto.
to crypto, I want to finish because silver is 88.5. It takes 88.5 silver ounces to buy 1 ounce of gold. It's to me, that's the buying opportunity on the side that's lower.
Yeah, so I was asking them a question. Mama J wanted us to ask you a question. So
now why don't you buy crypto? Why? What's the I know you're not a big crypto fan, but I want to ask you guys.
All right, let's get into this because this should be interesting.
Yeah, because it just makes sense to me.
Not me.
A little tiny bit of something that could be something one day.
Fugazi.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe it is. And I lose, 1% of my wealth. That's gone. What are we going to do? We're going to live outside in a dumpster. Not that kind of, bet. But, Bitcoin in this kind of environment really could have some legs. And I'm just saying Bitcoin isn't all of crypto. Make it easy. The blockchain, somebody just said blockchain is the future. I agree. I think we're going to have,
Well, I get the blockchain theory. I do, but these Fugazi
Then
tokens...
say hello to Bitcoin, the grandfather of crypto, because that's the way it is. Once you understand the blockchain, you'll understand, wow, that is kind of cool. Yes, it could probably disappear. I don't know. I think it could too. But
okay, wait.
Will it go to $1 million a coin first? I don't know. Will a gallon of milk? Probably.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you some stories we've had with crypto, though. I've barely hit my feet on the ground in the morning. We hadn't even had coffee, and you're hollering, these tokens have disappeared. They're gone. And we still can't get access to them. So I struggle with crypto.
Okay.
I get Bitcoin. I will give you Bitcoin.
I was.
I'll give you that. I'll even give you XRP. I'll even give you Ethereum.
I don't know if any of it's real. I'm just saying, make small bets on big things. That's what I do. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Stay away from it. You'll lose all your money, every bit of it, and you'll never get it back. It'll go to money heaven or money hell. I don't know. I don't know where money goes.
Well, I'm going to go back and read these comments, and I want to see actually how many of the subscribers actually own crypto, because I'm not a fan of it. He is. I get the blockchain theory. I do, but I'm just curious. Oh, somebody just said go XRP.
No crypto. I can't explain it to you if you want sometime. Crypto? Blockchain? What do you
Somebody
want to explain?
said nope. They just said they can't explain it to us, I think. My son, you mined Ethereum,
yeah,
ETH.
It's one computer validating the transaction all the way through the blockchain. It can't be ripped off. It can be ripped off, but you can go back and figure out who did it. It's, it can be traced, though. Bitcoin being traced is not. I'm actually going to have a crypto guy come on Thursday. Litecoin leader. We're going to be doing him and Dibby Daddy and I think one other guy. And we're going to talk a little crypto, why it's not looking very good, because that's when I like to talk about it. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you hit the like button on the way out. And I thank you for being here. Next time, hopefully we won't have so many technical difficulties. But you guys are awesome. So, and if you're new here, I'm new here, I made it to the end, and somebody reach out in the comments and visit with them, talk to them.
We need to give silver away again. Our next video, let's give silver away. We haven't given silver away.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah. So we were giving silver away some ounces ever so often. So you guys stay tuned for the next video. Say hashtag silver giveaway.
Yeah.
And we'll be on the next video. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Later, guys.